Hey everybody, welcome to our live. I am Heather and we are coming to you live each and every day, Monday through Thursday. We're here 5 times a day. And then on Fridays, we are here twice a day. And so we start at 9 a.m. and go all the odd hours up until 5. So, hey Candy, how are you? And so every time we go over our starter kits, the basics, because we know that there's so many people out there that love the system, who are interested in the system, who want to hear more about the system. And so we think it's very important to go over that. So we're going to go over that. And I am going to cover the basics in this live of how to airbrush and how to get started. I'm really going to focus on that. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to, let me show you this starter kit. This is our icon starter kit. And it comes with obviously the icon. Not only does it come with the system, but it does come with makeup. And so it comes with the 2 large bottles of foundation. They're very similar in color. They're not going to be the same, but you might pick 2 that are very close. And that's so you can color match. With Luminous, you're able to color match 365 days a year. But this is also your starter kit. Think of it as your practice kit. We want you to get in there and get working with it. And then also we give you some blush and love. And so those are the smaller bottles, but you're using drops. And like 2 drops is all you need with the blush. And again, we'll go over that too. Now, when you start, we want you to do the following things right here is get it out. First of all, plug in. That's the only thing you have to do is plug it into the wall. Turn it on, and then there's air that blows out. And what this is telling you is wherever the air is where the makeup's going to go. And you can tell it's just a nice little kiss of air. It's not like a wind tunnel or anything like that. It's just very nice. But move the air around, keep that stylus moving, and keep it about 4 finger widths away from your face. Then you can put water in here and then start pulling back on the trigger. You'll never pull all the way back on the trigger. You're only pulling super, super light. Hey, Donnie, how are you? All right, so Candy, I'm sorry your phone. Oh, hey, Jeannie, good to see you too. Sorry to hear your phone broke. That's awful. All right, so I really want to look at these and really focus on that because a lot of people will say, oh, airbrushing wasn't right for me. Well, oh, really? Okay. How many times did you do it? Oh, I just did it the once. Okay. So this is a different way than you've been putting on your makeup. So there is a little bit of a learning curve. And if you're doing the following things that we tell you to do, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. But there is a little learning curve. So I'm actually going to go straight to the foundation and I'm going to put a few drops because I'm going to put more than I normally would, but you want to start with about 5 to 7. That's about what you'll need to get it started, to get, it's really all you'll need to do a full face of makeup, but you might use more in the beginning. So don't freak out about that. Now, turning on my system. And then if I am too close, look, you can already see how it's making a little dent in my face. But if I'm too close and I'm spraying too hard, you're going to get that. And that's not what we want, right? It shouldn't feel like that. It shouldn't be wet. And you shouldn't have to rub it in. I can make that look good. Like I can rub that in and it looks good, but that's not how airbrush makeup works. That's going back to traditional makeup. And of course, that's not what we're doing. So that practicing with water and practicing just that movement is very important. The other thing is when you get under the eyes, like if I'm going to go in and cover under the eyes, again, you want to move, but you don't want to move too slowly or too fast. And then spray too hard. So if I'm trying to cover right in here and I'm doing this, again, can you see how wet that, let me take this off real quick. There we go. Okay, can you see how this looks? Like you can see it. Now it covers, and I can, again, make it look okay. But if you can put your finger in and like leave a finger mark, then that's too hard, that you're pulling back too hard. So I can go in and fix it, but you shouldn't need to. Does that make sense? Because if I was, well, let me grab one of our traditional. If I was going in and I was covering this with traditional, I would see that, right? You would go in and see something like that. And then you would take this and blend it out, okay? That's what I did over here. But that's not what you're supposed to be doing with traditional makeup. This is traditional. You saw the opaqueness. You saw how I needed to blend that. But that's not how you put on Luminous, right? All right. I airbrushed my younger sister yesterday. So fun. So good without. Did she love it? Was she loving it? So now you might look at this and go, well, Heather, I want that much coverage. I need that coverage. And I don't feel like I'm getting that with the airbrush. You just have to, it's all about passes. So if I go back and I'm doing it the right way, I can go back and make those passes and get that coverage. Okay. Now I just put my finger in there and I can already see like a little mark there. So I'd have to blend this a little bit more too. So that's the one thing about airbrushing is you're going to get coverage, but it's going to be in passes. She looked good. I love it. And she liked it too. Was she amazed? All right. So let me take this off and let's start over. So we can do everything the right way. All right. Get those off my nose. All right. So now, oh, there's my paper towels. Now, because I just wiped my face with a makeup remover, I'm just going to dry it a little bit, make sure it's still. Oh, I love it. So is she going to be coming over all the time to use your system now? All right. So now that I've taken that makeup off, you see this redness and you'll see all that. It is going to disappear. How? By making passes. So now I'll go in. Oh, wow. Awesome. Awesome, Candy. Going back and forth. And I'm going to make one complete pass. Okay. I'm going to have to add more since I wasted. Now, you can already see the redness is gone. Now, is it to the coverage that I want? No. But I can still go back and hit those problem areas where that redness is. I can go underneath my eyes. Oh, I love it. She loves the mascara. That's awesome. Okay, look at how all that redness is gone. Now I do have a little bit left in here. Now I'm going to put a drop of glow in, and I'm going to highlight underneath my eyes. So looking up. So I just mixed it in with the foundation so it's not as bold as glow by itself, but it gives me a more natural highlight because I mixed it in with the foundation. All right, can you see that highlight? And then now I will grab some blush. Let's grab, is this apricot? No, that's natural. Let's grab some apricot since we're getting into the fall colors. Adding a couple of drops. And remember, you're starting with 2 drops of the blush because it does bloom. It does intensify once it's on. So I can feel the air at my cheeks. So I know that's where the makeup's going to go. That's where I want it to go because I'm doing blush. I actually start making my movements first and then lightly pull back on the trigger. I can hear when the makeup's being released, and there's another little feeling of coolness when it is being released. You feel the air, but when the product's being released, you will feel a little more coolness. Now I do go back and forth to even it out, to make it where one side, it doesn't get wet, or I can even it out just by going back and forth, and then it will intensify as well. And so we like to say our blush blooms. So now I can finish off with some pouting peony. And this is a liquid lipstick, very high pigmented. Oh, Jeannie practiced the black eyeshadow on her sister, and it looks pretty. But Jeannie, don't you think, and guys, you can attest to this, but isn't it sometimes it helps you be able, when you do it on somebody else, so you can see how exactly it's being done. I think that helps when you're airbrushing as well. When you're learning to airbrush and learning the foundation, just like it helps if you spray a piece of paper or a paper towel or something like that, it ends up helping you see it versus doing yourself where you don't always see it. So, oh no. All right, that is it for, after I get that lipstick off, that is it for the 1 o'clock. Hey guys, we're going to be back. We'll be back at 3. We're going to do a monochromatic look today. Maybe a bronzy monochromatic, or maybe a plum monochromatic. I don't know. Have to think about that. But we'll do a monochromatic look today. So we'll start it at the 3. And then, start it at the 3 and finish at the 5. All right. Oh, Jeannie said, yeah, it does. It does help. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Love being back with you this Monday, and we will see you at 3. Bye for now.